Chapter 24. Departure from Heorot. At dawn, as golden light touched Heorot's walls, Beowulf prepared to leave. His task was finished, the hall was safe, and now his heart turned towards home. He gathered his gifts, gold armour, heirlooms of the Danes, and his warriors faithful and proud. Each man bore treasure earned with honour, and all looked forward to the sea road home. Beowulf sought out Hrothgar one final time. The old king stood tall, though sorrow touched his eyes. "You are leaving us stronger," said Hrothgar, "and I thank you not only for your sword, but for your heart. You have the makings of a great king, not just in battle, but in wisdom. If fate is kind, your people will prosper under you. You have earned glory, but wear it with care." Beowulf bowed, then spoke. "If ever the Danes are threatened again, call on me. Though seas lie between us, I will come." The two embraced as father and son might, and parted with respect, each knowing this might be the last time they'd meet. Then the Geats returned to the shore, where their ship waited, bright with shield and sail. The sea called out, wild and endless, but Beowulf's heart was steady. They loaded the treasure, secured the mast, and let the wind carry them westward, back to Geatland, where new stories waited to begin. Behind them, Heorot stood quiet, its golden roof gleaming in peace. The song of Beowulf had spread across the land, a tale of strength, of loyalty, and of a hero who answered darkness with light. Chapter 25. The return to Geatland. The sea carried them swiftly homeward, waves singing their ancient songs. Beowulf and his men journeyed back to the land of the Geats, where the forest stood tall and the rivers ran clear. When they arrived, the village stirred with news. Their hero was home again, bearing riches and tales of valour. King Hygelac welcomed Beowulf with open arms and a proud heart. The treasure from the Danes was laid before him, gifts of gold and armour bright. But the greatest treasure was the tale of monsters defeated, of loyalty and courage tested. Beowulf spoke to his people, reminding them that strength alone cannot keep a kingdom safe. It is honour, wisdom and care that build a lasting peace. His words were seeds in fertile ground, growing in the hearts of young and old alike. And though many battles awaited him still, for now the land of the Geats could rest, proud to call Beowulf their own. Chapter 26. Peace and Promise. The time passed in the halls of the Geats. Seasons changed, and peace settled like a warm cloak. Beowulf grew strong in wisdom, as much as in battle. He honoured his people, listened to their troubles, and ruled with a steady hand. Yet in the quiet moments, he remembered the darkness he had faced. Grendel, the lake, the fierce mother's wrath. He knew the world was never truly safe, and that the hero's path was never done. But for now, there was laughter in the halls, feasts by the fire, and stories told of days when monsters prowled and kings stood tall. Beowulf vowed to keep his people safe, to carry the light forward, and to be the shield against the shadows. His legend was only beginning. Chapter 27. The Warning. Even in times of peace, shadows lurk. One evening, a messenger arrived with news that troubled the hall. A neighbouring kingdom had fallen, destroyed by fire and fierce warriors. Whispers spread that a new threat was rising, a dragon awakened from ancient sleep, angry and hungry for revenge. Beowulf listened carefully. Though his heart was heavy, he knew his duty was not done. He called his council, and they prepared for what might come. The hero's spirit was strong, but even the greatest must face the passage of time. Still, he vowed to defend his people, to stand firm against the darkness, whatever form it might take. The Geats waited with quiet hope, trusting in the courage of their king. Chapter 28. The Dragon's Wrath. A heavy shadow fell across the land. The dragon stirred in its lair. A beast older than memory, its scales like molten iron, eyes burning with ancient fire. It descended on the kingdom, burning fields and homes, leaving nothing but ash and smoke. Fear gripped the hearts of the people, and even the bravest trembled. Beowulf, now older but no less fierce, gathered his warriors. He donned his armour one last time, ready to face the fire and death. The battle was fierce and long. The dragon's flames scorched the earth, but Beowulf stood firm. Shield raised against the fiery storm. With a mighty blow, he struck the dragon's heart, but the beast's poison bit deep. Wounded but victorious, Beowulf knew his time was near. He looked to his loyal friend Wiglaf and passed on the courage to lead. Chapter 29. The Last Battle. The dragon lay defeated, but Beowulf's wound was grave. His strength began to fade, and the hall grew silent with sorrow. Wiglaf stood by his king's side, brave and true, the last loyal warrior. He helped Beowulf to his feet, and the hero spoke with steady voice. "My time has come," said Beowulf, "but know this, our land is safe once more. Remember me not just for battle, but for the courage to face the end." The warriors gathered, tears in their eyes, as their king breathed his last. A great mourning spread across the Geatland, for their hero was gone. Yet his legacy lived on, in stories, in hearts, and in the peace he had won. Chapter 30. The Funeral and Legacy. The Geats built a great funeral pyre high upon a cliff overlooking the sea. They laid Beowulf's body upon it, covered with treasures and weapons, gifts from his many battles. The flames roared, lighting the night sky, as warriors sang songs of their fallen king, a hero who faced monsters and dragons, who fought with honour and heart. Smoke drifted over the ocean, carrying his name into the wind. Though the hero was gone, his story would never fade. The Geats vowed to remember him always, to live by the courage he showed, and to keep their land strong and free. And so the tale of Beowulf ends, not with silence, but with song, a legend to inspire all who hear it.